Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing something very exciting with you guys. This is my tutorial and in-depth review of the Sephora Pro Pigment Warm Palette. I have been wanting to get my hands on this bad boy for quite some time now, and I just did not know if it was going to be worth the $68 or if I'd get a lot of use out of it and the quality, so I kind of held off, but I finally just bit the bullet and purchased this palette. It is a gorgeous palette. It's very versatile, has a ton of different shades, so I have definitely been very eager to get my hands on this. I'm going to go ahead and start with this fall tutorial first, and then after that is complete, we will move on to my review and thoughts about this palette. So if you would like to see this tutorial and review, then just keep watching. So I did already prime my eyes and set them with the shade Canvas, which is just a light cream shade. And now I'm going to dip into the shade Adobe and use this as a transition shade. This is just a beautiful sort of light peachy color. And I'm bringing this all the way from outer corner to inner corner. Next, I'm just going to take that same brush and dip into the shade Terracotta. This is a bit deeper than Adobe, so I'm just going to put this a little bit lower in my crease. This shade is just going to really make that gradient appear seamlessly. Next, I'm going to take a more tapered brush and dip into the shade Chestnut. And I'm just going to put that through my crease and outer corner. This is sort of a unique purple shade. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush and dip into the shade Ochre. This is the beautiful yellow in the palette. And I'm just going to pack this on the inner half and inner corner of my eye. Now I'm going to take that original blending brush and just blend out the edges. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply a wing off camera, and then we will come back and smoke it out with a little bit of the black from the palette. Okay, so I applied my wings, and now I'm just going to take this flat definer brush and dip into the black a little bit, and I'm just going to sort of pack this over my wing. I'm sort of trying to buff out the edge without disturbing the sharp point at the end. So just packing it right on the edge of that liner, and then sort of swiping back and forth to buff it out. Now I'm going to take an angled brush and dip into the shade Sand. So I'm just going to apply this to my brow bone. As you can see, that sort of has almost a gold or yellow reflect to it. So it really complements the yellow shade on the lid. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to start off by taking the shade Adobe, that first transition shade. I'm going to take this on a sort of fluffy pencil brush and run this along my lower lash line. Now I'm just going to take a flatter or angled or definer brush and dip into the shade Terracotta, which is that deeper shade, and I'm going to put this closer to my lashes on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take that definer brush and dip into the purple shade, and I'm going to pack this on the outer half of my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and dip into Sand again and put this on my inner corner. Okay guys, so that completes the tutorial aspect of this video. Now let's move on to the review of this palette. The first thing I noticed is that it is super heavy. I'm sure you've heard that a million times, but I think that is also due to the fact that it has this amazing mirror, which is so great because when you're traveling or if you are doing your makeup at someone's house or something and you need a mirror, this is perfect. This has definitely got you covered, and it is so clear. It is not like one of those really cheap ones that are kind of distorted. I also like that this has the little insert that goes into the palette with all the shade names on it. These shadows are very blendable and very, very pigmented, which along with a ton of pigmentation comes a little bit of fallout. So these do have a little bit more fallout than normal, but I think that since they are so pigmented, that's bound to happen. They are so creamy and so blendable and really just easy to work with. So I don't mind the fallout. It's not totally excessive. Some shades are worse than others, but I do think that since the quality of them is so good, it kind of makes up for that. This palette does retail for $68, which is a hefty price, but the way I sort of justify it is that you get 28 shades, which is a lot more than a typical palette. And if you break it down, each shadow costs about $2.43. That's not bad at all. I really think that if you can budget for it and you want to save up for it, I would definitely recommend it because you do get a pretty good bargain here if you can put out that $68 up front. As for the shades in this palette, I absolutely love them. There are so many great shades that you can use on an everyday basis for a very light look, or you can use some of the more unique shades like I did today to create something very colorful. As you can see, it has these great light shades up top for a more everyday look. You have some warm browns in here, and you have your more olive tones in around this area. You have some very deep shades over in this area here. I think that you just get a great variety of shades. I have seen a lot of people complain about this shade called Peach, which is just a peachy shimmery with kind of like a gold reflect in it. I do tend to struggle a little bit with this shade because it is so sheer. I think that that is kind of the point with this shadow. It's supposed to just be a light wash of color, and I really like it for that reason. Overall with this palette, I would give it 2 thumbs up. I would highly recommend this. I think that if you can, snag it while it's still available because it is limited edition. I totally see myself using this as my go-to fall palette this year. I think that just with the variety of shades in here and the deeper tones and the more everyday lighter shades, I think it is a great combination. It is a hefty price tag, but I think that for the quality and the amount of shades that you get, it is somewhat reasonable, and I do see myself definitely getting a lot of use out of this. So that completes this video, guys. I really hope that this was helpful or beneficial to you if you were looking to purchase this palette. If you like this video or would like to see more videos like this, reviewing a palette in depth and giving you sort of an idea of a look that you can create, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I definitely will be doing a ton more videos with this palette. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.